Hello.
Oh,
And
we
now
gotta
we
do our
Hello. Hello. Hello.
deep breathing exercise.
You sound like a bad phone call.
I do. Oh, we had these kind of phones.
Hi, Louise. Hi,
You
Beverly.
didn't have
Hi,
those.
Julie. Hi,
No, this is
Carrie.
really.
Yes.
Hi, Nancy.
Party lines.
We did have a party line.
Kathy.
Rings.
Hey, Patsy.
We did
Debbie.
3 rings or 2
Linda.
rings or short and long.
Hi, Karen.
It was party
And
line,
you could
actually.
hear
Welcome,
everybody
Instagram
else's
followers.
So you pick up and listen.
Hi,
to
Dana.
what they were saying. Was entertaining.
Hi, Tom.
Before TVs.
Hi,
Wow.
Ellen. Kitty. Karen. Hey, Amber.
Twitter.
The whole gang's back.
Hi, Ruth. Hi, Janice.
Oh my.
Hi, Donna. Hi, Cheyenne.
Wait, I gotta go.
Who out there had party lines? 'Cause Marilyn said that's the original social media.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
It's Twitter.
Y'all
If you had
those,
more than one
y'all
landline,
had those kind that you went, and you had a special number of rung.
Short ring,
So
long
short
ring.
ring and 3 long rings, 2 longs and short, you know.
Yeah, you
and
see you're doing the-
Then everybody could hear everybody else's rings. So if there was somebody they wanted to eavesdrop on, all they had to do is go listen on their phone and not make any noise in it. And then that's how rumors got spread, you know. Well, so-and-so's seeing so-and-so.
It was an early inquirer.
Early inquiries.
It was. I bet a lot of you remember that. I just gave my parents' old phone to you a couple
Hey,
of years
Debbie.
ago.
I've had it for a long
hi,
time.
Vicky.
A
Hi,
few
Rosalie.
years
Hi,
ago.
Bonnie. Welcome
So-
tonight.
Jamie
Hi,
Party
Amy.
lines. Twitter.
Jamie wants it.
Hi, Karen. Well, we were just having a little fun. It's super cold outside. We know a lot of people don't have power across the country and storms and stuff, so we're all stranded inside. Some without
It's
heat.
cold here.
Things like that. So hopefully we can brighten your day just
We got
for a few minutes
Show and
today.
tell.
So
We've got week 13.
Week 13. That's
think-
bad.
Week 13. I hope that's what I uploaded
hi,
anyway.
Mrs. Cranford.
Week 13, show and tell, giveaway.
Hi,
You have to
Lana.
comment to be entered in the giveaway, so you have to say hi or something, or stop doing that, or, something.
What are we giving away?
It's a secret.
It's a secret.
It's a secret.
We have a secret show and tell too.
We have a secret show and tell. Nobody here has seen it except Robert.
Yeah. So
So,
well, who are we, Joan?
Quilters HQ, Windmill Sewing Center, and Sewing Machines Express. The websites are Sewing Machines Express is QHQ, the number 2.com, quiltershq.com, and windmillsewingcenter.com. We do this every Tuesday at 6 to 7-ish. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. We are in week 13 of a sew along of a quilt. So
Hi,
this
Polly.
one, cute,
Hi, Carla.
easy block. Oh, we did this in another
Hi, Georgia.
thing. We did this in Go Club, didn't we? A block like this. Sorry, I'm squirrel. Now I lost my train of thought. And Robert's making faces again. What else? We got some classes, some virtual stuff going on. Check
do?
out the websites for those classes. You can still sign up for some of them. Some of them are full. But
Don't fret if you find one that's full, because we are adding those, further down the road. So we'll do some other ones. So don't feel like you missed out or anything like that. There'll be more coming your way. So
Yeah.
we're really trying to get the calendar filled up.
Mhm.
Working really hard this year to get stuff on the calendar.
And we have in-person stuff too.
Hi,
Go
Diana.
Club is next Thursday. Farm Fresh is the Thursday after that. So fun stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on in the shop. Did we get any new stuff in this week? We haven't.
I don't think so. The stores have it's hard to get stuff delivered right now.
It is.
It's like dragging it through the snow on a sleigh.
Without a
See the
Saint
UPS
Bernard.
guy riding his sleigh?
Yeah. Do you want to start with yours? You said yours is
Sure.
fun.
Well, it's interesting, fun. Hello, everyone.
Well,
I'm
who is
back.
that? Woo! Everybody, welcome Marilyn back.
So
Hi, Sharon.
I decided I needed a show and tell, but I didn't have one ready. And it was Valentine's Day, and I missed that too, kind of. And Susie, my sister, is always so good at these things. And I decided I had on my table something she had given me last year that she had made, and it was so
and you're
pretty.
giving it back. Is that
You
you're
don't get it back.
repurposing?
I'm showing and telling your gift to me from last year,
Oh.
and I just loved it. So I thought
that's
you all would get a kick out of seeing that. And I had it on a bright red tablecloth, which sounds kind of weird, but
Yeah,
it
it
really
is.
showed up really nice.
Hi,
And
Leela.
I just think she did a lovely job on it. So I wanted to share that with you. And that's my sister Sue. And I'm so proud of her.
She did a good job.
I love you, baby. Mwah.
I
Thank
love you too, and I'm glad you're back.
Oh,
We're getting lots of welcome backs to Marilyn.
Hi,
thanks,
Victoria.
everyone.
Okay, so still in the spirit of Valentine's Day.
I hope we're all Valentining.
Last week I showed you, I think, 2 hearts, and they were paper pieced. And I said I had a kit, but I didn't want to do the kit until I was comfortable with my paper piecing. So this was the sample that I did. Doesn't matter one way or the other.
Cute.
They go up and down.
Very
That is
nice.
cute. Huh, maybe I can show and tell that next year.
Maybe, maybe not. There's the back.
Nicely
Carla.
quilted too.
Well, that was Vicky's idea. I asked her for a suggestion, and she suggested doing channeling. So I did that, and I did it with variegated thread. So this was a sample out of my stash. This is the top from the kit.
I
Oh,
think that's
very
too.
pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that.
All the chocolate hearts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you bring any real ones in?
What hearts you did?
Well,
ate
yeah,
'em.
but you ate them all.
Somebody ate all the chocolate. Hi, Ashley.
So they weren't done to be used, but while doing them, I felt like I was in the season of Valentine's Day. So I hope you all had a wonderful one and were warm and safe in your homes. So those are my show and tells.
Somebody mentioned they love your sweater.
Oh, thank you
Isn't
very
that
much.
pretty?
I've had this for a long time.
It's very pretty.
You
Oh, you
can
said
tell
you just knitted it last week.
that red is her favorite color.
I could say Vicky
Mine
did it, but
too.
no. Yeah, red is my favorite
I know.
color.
Hi, Bonnie.
And,
Hi, Carrie.
Mm-hmm. She wears a lot, don't you think?
yeah,
do.
like that one she's worn so much and washed it so frequently, it's now kind of a powdery pink.
It's a good thing you're on that.
How did you know?
They can't hear me. I'm behind that black line.
Hi, Sandy.
Okay, I have 2. One's a secret.
You need help to hold up?
So the
You want them on this
last,
side?
yeah, we could go over there. They're a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Well, this one isn't, but so the last time I showed this, it was sewn together. I don't know if you remember, but it kind of looked like this sleeve was pulled up like this because I actually quilted it in place. That never happens, but you know, sometimes it does.
So you stitched the quilt to itself.
I did,
I see.
but it wasn't a lot, so it was just a little bit to take out. But
That's a pretty one.
now
Very
it's
nice.
finished, so it's kind of, I didn't even think about it, but it is kind of Valentine.
Yes.
Came out really nice, too.
But yeah, so I got my new machine in, and so this is what I had to do. It was already started, and I was looking for a quick project that I could just, you know, put
Just
the
whip
machine,
together, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
whip together and quilt it out. And then I've also been having fun with my embroidery machine. So
This is the
So
one
some
you've been
people-
teasing us about.
So
This
some
is the
people
one.
wonder what you can do with an embroidery machine. The
well,
bigger ones.
the bigger ones.
Looks
So you're
like
gonna have
it's
to
for
help
the
her hold
bird.
that up, probably.
It is.
Why don't I help get on one side and Susie
All right, I can
on
hold it up.
one, and you can stand.
So this is cross stitch on the embroidery machine. So a
Which
lot of fun.
embroidery machine do you have?
I have the happy,
Happy, happy,
Yep.
joy, joy.
happy, happy, joy, joy.
That's why you're grinning all the time, huh?
It
It's
is.
beautiful.
It's so much fun to do.
How long
Tons-
did it take you to do it?
Couple of months. Well,
How, how many stitches is it?
it's over a
Did you
million.
figure? So
Over a million
It's
stitches.
beautiful.
It's very nice. I like that.
There's a lot to see in it.
Yeah.
So,
Lots of
birds,
colors.
squirrels.
yep, there is a squirrel and a bunny and a couple of birds.
So how many hoopings did that take you?
This was, well, so it's 3 actual hoopings, but then in this machine, it splits the design if it gets to 99,999 stitches. So, I think it went all the way up to F. So it was like 5 different hoopings per panel. So a lot of stitches.
Lot of thread.
A lot of thread. Not as much as you'd think though. A lot of fun though. I've actually had this design for a long time. So
And
then
it looks pretty on the back too.
well, I can show you the back. Show you the sides. So you can see I've got some work to do picking out the stabilizer. And then the other trick, here's a trick for you. If you do embroidery like this, it almost looks like fur on the back. So can you see how they're all sticking up like
Yep.
this?
I think we can see.
So when I am going to quilt this and make it into a quilted wall hanging. So one of the things that you can do when you have an embroidery project like this, take some archival safe glue and just glue these. Put it on your finger and then just pull those over like that, so that when you quilt it and you make your sandwich, you don't have this piece of blue thread sticking out that you can see when you put your white batting in there.
And your machine automatically cuts when
Yeah.
it's done with each one of them, so you don't
Yep.
have to doing all that sticking.
Yep, that's all. So I'm not gonna trim them. I'm just gonna glue those down. So a little bit of work to do on this, and maybe in another 3 months I'll have it quilted.
Okay, so I have a question.
Okay.
Looking at the back, you can see that you've got 3 panels here.
Mhm.
So did you do each section and then you had to match up?
Yes. But if you look, there's really not a lot that had to be matched up. So here, 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 and then down on the bottom. And if you've ever watched some of the previous videos that we did, I showed you how to do a ladder stitch, and that's how I linked all of these together so that they look, and you can even see the tail hanging out where I used hand quilting thread, and you can look up close so you can see where it's joined. And so this is the thread that I used, and so you just go into one hole and go across and then out, and so that's a ladder stitch. You only use one thread and then you pull it tight, and then it all just kind of joins up perfectly.
Got a few
So-
questions about that one.
Okay. This was from just Stony Creek magazine. They don't make it anymore. So one of a kind.
Are you going to hang it on the wall?
I am gonna hang it on the wall. Yep. Somewhere where the cat can't reach it.
Yeah.
And then what stabilizer did you use?
I used 2 stabilizers. So I used a sticky stabilizer. So I hooped the stabilizer by itself, pulled the sticky back off, and then the fabric itself was just a fusible medium weight stabilizer. So I stabilized the fabric, and then I just stuck the fabric on the hoop to make it. So, and then I used isocord thread. But yeah, I like how it turned out. It was
Oh,
It
it's
really
beautiful.
is nice.
It's
Very
stunning.
pretty.
It does. I mean, it
it
looks
was a pretty project.
it's
A lot
really
of thread
nice.
changes. So, and when I do cross stitch on my machine, I only use 1 needle. So I don't load up all 15 needles with the thread and just let it go through each one because there's more than 15 colors in this. So I just pull the thread off, pull the thread through, sew that color, and then I'm done. So it took a while, but with the bigger machines like that, you can turn them off in the middle of it and it'll start right back where it stopped. So it's fun stuff.
Very nice, Joan.
The advantages of having an embroidery only machine. You can still sew while it's doing this. So
Yeah, it came out amazing.
I'm really happy with it.
What was the question? Do you convert the Stony Creek design to machine embroidery?
I did.
Okay. Other questions?
There's a software, and I'm trying to remember the name of it. I want to say it's Pattern Maker for cross stitch, and there's a machine embroidery add-on. So that's not my pattern. That's not something I can sell, but you know, some of the machines like the Brother Luminaire, the Viking Epic, and the Epic 2 have very large embroidery areas, and there are tons of just really cute cross stitch out there. And when you're doing it for yourself, you can do that. When you can't do it and sell those designs though. So only for yourself.
But you've been wanting to make that one for a while.
I have. I just needed a great big hoop to do it.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that you picked out colors and things like that? What thread would you use on something that, I mean,
I think
for a hanging like that?
for that, I'm just going to use a thread that matches the background and something very geometric. So when you have big open spaces like that, geometric patterns work better than something that's really swirly. Swirly will just draw your eye away from the design itself. So, any more questions?
Let's see, what size are the block of the week blocks?
They are 9-inch finished.
Okay, and I think we had some questions, and maybe we'll go through the block of the week sew out again, just so everybody
Okay.
has all the information. How big is the quilt when it's finished?
Oh, you should have told me you were going to do this before we got started.
Well, somebody asked the question, so.
Big.
It's a pretty big quilt.
Can we bring that one over?
Sure, we can do another show and tell of the quilt. The actual quilt is out on there, the fabric requirements, and then I think the front layout is out there, and that should have the dimensions on it. So if you go to the website, there's a button that Chloe put there. You can go and download all the patterns that we've done so far, the fabric requirements, the sashing requirements, and I think the size of the quilt is on there as well.
I just posted a link too, so
Okay.
in there.
Okay. I guess we're gonna have to go that way. It's
Or
a big
come
quilt.
this way. I mean,
You can't. Yeah.
I might be able to catch it, but you can kind of see how big it is based on how tall Susan is.
No, Marilyn's showing off. So that's the quilt. Fairly large. So a lot of things I would have did differently in that. Better fabric being kind of the main one. So here we are. We're on week 13. Those patterns are out there. And a lot of you downloaded the Valentine, the Be
Peggy.
My Valentine quilt.
Yeah, that one we did get posted out on Pinterest, so and I think it's on our Pinterest site as well. Is it on our Pinterest site?
Yeah, if you're
So we're working on. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, our Pinterest site is up. If you
Yep.
haven't went out and looked at it, go out and look at the Pinterest site, and we're going to be adding more stuff to it.
We have a
So-
Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, website.
Try to add some more
Thinking
stuff.
that's it.
YouTube, add more YouTube videos. So we're trying to keep up on that. And a lot of stabilizer classes. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of these virtual events are learning about stabilizer, which there's so many out there.
Well, it's key
And
to.
pretty important.
It is. It's, you know, if you want to have a good result, it's the prep work that you do beforehand in anything, right? Cooking or sewing or quilting or embroidery. So this is this week's block. We are on row 3 now. How fun is that?
Okay.
So the colors are colonial blue and ebony. So
So for anyone just joining, how many weeks is it?
42.
42 weeks, and we're in
So-
week 14? Or
13.
13. Okay.
13.
Week 13, sorry.
Yep.
Are
I
there
think it's 13.
any kits still available? Can people
Yes.
still join?
You can still join. We do have kits available. The kit is $5. We can hold them for a month if you don't want to have them all shipped all at once, or picked up all at once, so we can hold on to them. The kit is a fat eighth of the two colors. There is enough left over in the black to do your sashing and cornerstones. One thing to point out, there is no outside sashing on the quilt. That's just going to be a border.
Hi, Judy.
So this week we can cut with AccuQuilt, so I'm going to, because if you have one, why wouldn't you? So it's die number 2 from the 9-inch cube, which is this one, I hope. Yep, die number 2, and die number 5 for the square triangles, not quarter square. So it was brought up, so if somebody brings up a question, it was a really good question, then I'm going to go over it with you. So on the pattern, it says 8 patches of ebony and 8 patches of colonial blue. And so what the pattern means is 8 half square triangles. So you only need to cut 4 of the squares and then cut them diagonally across to get your 8 patches. So 8 patches, 4 and 4. So let's get started. And I'm going to trim this off, and I need just this one for this. So I like to measure my die to see, and try to remember where it's going. Okay, so it's exactly, well, it's not exactly, it's 2 3/4. So I'm going to cut a strip 3 1/4 plus the salvage.
Kathy. So are we sure this is 13 then? Okay.
I think we're on 13.
Some people were just asking about 12, and so.
So it's 6 blocks in a row. So
well,
we're
that
starting
makes
row
sense.
3.
Yeah.
What did I say? 3 and, I hate it when I do this. 3 1/4, right? Or 3 1/2. 3 1/2. Okay, so I'm just going to fold that over like that. These go on here. With AccuQuilt, you want to make sure that your salvage goes through. So here's my salvage. So it's going to go through this way. And I have a new mat. It's always nice to cut with a new mat. And there is my 4 corner pieces. And I didn't, oh, these are squares. So I do need 4 of those as well. Could have done it differently, but I didn't, so.
So this is a remake of quilt you did years ago.
Yes, when I had just started quilting, maybe a year into it or 2 years into it.
Oh, nice. So you got some people that have put their 2 rows together already.
All right.
Send us pictures if you've done them. We'd love to see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Or if you made the Valentine's Day quilt, send us
Yes.
some pictures. That would be great.
that one will probably take a little longer than just a day.
I think somebody already made it.
Really?
I think so.
Sorry, I lost my salvage this way. Okay. is going to go through. If you don't send it through with your selvage facing the right way, your squares are not actually square. They're kind of rectangular. Okay, and then, so that's our 4 patches and 4 patches. So we need 8 and 8 of die number 5. And so I'm going to cut these together this way.
Somebody was asking if we were having a fabric sale tonight. I think we're waiting for stuff to come in.
We are. So 3.5. We do have a special tool for you tonight. And it's not the multi-function.
It's not the doohickey.
So how many did I say I need? 8 of each. There's 6, and then I need 1 little more piece.
Hi, Georgia. Welcome. You're not late. Somebody's making bowl koozies.
Bowl cozies?
They're addicting.
They are. Well, anything we make is actually very addicting. And then 1 more little strip. And I don't need the whole strip, I just need 1 more. So I'm going to save my fabric and just cover that portion. And there we are, all cut out. So, and if you look, I cut both of those at the same time, so I can just sew these together. So there's 1, 2.
Hi,
Just to make sure I
Elaine.
have enough.
Welcome.
3, 4, 1, 2, and 4. Perfect. All set. I'm going to start with the half square triangles because I'm going to chain piece those. And tonight I'm sewing on the DX 4000. It's got this great big bed right here. It's got a lot of light.
You were on the show last week. We kind of talked about it a little bit.
We did.
So Joan thought she should try to sew on it standing up.
Do we have our speed turned all the way down? We do.
Is there a race car button on there?
There is. They
I
actually,
think Joe did an adjustment on it to slow it down.
well, he's not here.
Hi, Lori. Welcome.
And of course I'm using the magnet for my guide. I have the single hole plate and the straight stitch feed dogs on. Nice machine. I can't tell you, it's really smooth.
Peggy, how to get the patterns? Okay. I think Chloe can post a link there.
Yep, you don't have to do this with solids. I did it with solids because I liked the how dramatic kind of the Amish colors all look together. So that's why I did it, but this would be just as pretty with just regular fabrics, patterned fabrics. Like a grunge version, that would be cool. Just a little extra. Okay. And there's a cutter on the pedal.
It's a pedal cutter.
It is a pedal cutter. Cut all the pieces.
Oh yeah, Brenda, that was the Juki Tajima 8 needle
The embroidery machine.
last week. Yeah.
Clearly, you can see embroidery is one of my favorite things. There it is. The multifunction finger presser tool.
The doohickey.
The doohickey.
Donna said she jumped in there. Thank you, Donna.
Yep, Donna named that for us. Wish I could have been in the marketing meeting where they were, or the product development meeting where they... We can come up with a better name for this. We could send it to them. Say, you should rename this. This is the sewer's friend. The quilter's friend. That might already be taken. But, you know what I mean? Could be a... But it could be the doohickey. There's another kind of similar. It doesn't have the pressing, but there's a tool called the purple thing. You're laughing. I'm serious.
I believe you. Sherry said the DX4000 sounds like a Harry Potter broom.
The DX4000. Yeah, didn't they have that?
I
Like
don't
the
know.
something
Like
3000?
that. Her wheels are spinning. Can you see them?
Yeah. I'm thinking of who we can ask. Let's like get Sean on the phone. He would know. He grew up reading those books. Quidditch, right?
So.
Fine. Okay. Now I'm going to sew this in rows, I think. So I'm going to start doing the layout because, you know, I always have to do the layout. If I don't, things go bad, and that's no fun.
Harry says it was the Nimbus 2000.
Nimbus 2000. I think if I had to do this one again, I would have made this whole centerpiece just one square. And these got this. No.
She's gonna do that out of brunch.
They're just
Marilyn-
throwing stuff over the wall back there.
Marilyn said she was going to do it out of grunge. We've missed her. We're glad she's back. Okay, that's kind of, it matches. So we're going to start sewing it together. Okay, I'm going to take advantage of that cutter. Yep, did it right.
Double check.
I always double check. I have to. Because I'll end up with something like that. Many times.
Carla, is that gray?
It's sort of a bluish gray. It's the Paintbrush Studios calls it colonial blue. It does have a little bit of a blue tint to it. You can see it really well under this fantastic light this machine has. So if you come in close, Robert, you can see that it's kind of got a little bit of a bluish tint under this light. So it's a blue-gray. Okay, there's the start. Let's do these. I know a lot of quilters out there could chain piece all of these pieces and then just add. I'm not one of them. I do them one piece at a time. That way if I mess up, there's less to undo.
Although we did promise them we would do a review of the electric seam rippers. So I think those are on order, and there's a new one coming out. So when it comes out, we'll do a review on it.
Electric seam ripper.
Yeah.
I hope you never have to use it.
9 or 10 shows back. So,
Nobody likes doing it, even if it is electric.
but we do like to review new products,
We
let you
do.
know what we think of them.
We have our favorites for sure. I'm really liking the cutter on the pedal. So the TL2010 has a cutter that you push backwards.
Is it easier when you stand up?
It is a little easier when I stand up because the cutter is off to the side. Here, let me pick up the pedal and show you. So this is the cutter.
Oh. So it's
For-
not
Yes, it's not
really
pushing
the old
backwards
thing.
on it. Okay, now I gotta do this again.
Usually could
Lost your
use.
train of
I-
thought.
So easy. So easy to confuse me. That's why I check. Because we don't have that electric. We've got quite a few people making this pattern. Quite a few downloads.
So, when do you post the pattern?
I post it the same day that we do this pattern. So we're only releasing the pattern 1 week at a time. So you get to sew along with us.
So, do they get it before the show?
They can. So it really kind of depends on how busy my day is, but I try to get it up to the website, around 4 by that time.
I think some were wanting to sew along, so they could do some cutting ahead.
I know some people want to sew in advance. I know people that they'll buy the block of the month and they'll wait till they get all of the blocks before they even start. I get it.
Be hard to do. I want to get started.
I want to get started. I have several projects going at any one time. Can't even think of how many I have right now.
It's the quilter's way.
It is. Not all quilters. Some people make one project at a time. Marilyn, how many projects do you have going right now?
We were just talking about that. Well, the dog needs a bath.
Sewing projects.
Oh, we were just talking about that, and I have maybe boxes with 2 or 3 in a box, and maybe 6 boxes. That's not much, is it? But my projects are like table runners and things. So hey, guys, I keep thinking I don't have enough years left to get into big projects, so I'm doing little projects.
So I am going to iron this because, I want my seams to blow off the excess. Yeah. Okay, put one down. Press that way, so let's go this way.
Chloe, are you throwing up some Pinterest stuff?
Got a lot of boards going out there.
Nice.
Check it out.
Yeah. I like Pinterest. It gives me inspiration. Yep.
So we have a link at the top then for Pinterest if you're looking for it.
On our website, on the main page, yeah.
So on the website, on the main page, there's a link to our Pinterest page. So this machine is the DX4000. I like it. I gotta say. So smooth. Stitches are good. It's got dials on the front. Oh, there's one for my presser foot pressure.
Does it do free motion then?
It does. Comes with a ruler foot as well.
When you're done sewing, we can turn it around so they can see the front.
Gee,
It's pretty.
Or we can.
very sleek.
And it's
Very
Wi-Fi.
sleek.
Yes, it has, we were playing our videos on it. I'm just nesting these seams. And I changed my stitch length to 1.8.
Stitch length to 1.8.
Yep. I should have been sewing with 1.8 all along.
What
That's-
was it?
It was the default, which is 2.5. That's a little bit big for quilting. With that, you want to have, I like to use a 1.8 millimeter stitch length for quilting. So sometimes we sew blocks together and then we cut them in half, or, you know, doing like, I don't know, quarter square triangles. That way you cut across your seam. If you're using a 1.8 millimeter stitch length, then your stitches are not going to come out. If you use like a 2.5, those stitches can unravel. And then it's like you're sewing again.
We can't have our stitches unraveling.
And it's easier to use a seam ripper on a 2.50.
It is easier.
Makes all the difference in the world.
Okay, just match up my corner here. I like this cutter. I'm kind of thinking that's like my favorite feature on this machine so far.
So it's going to your basement?
Maybe. Marilyn asked if it was going to my basement. It might. Maybe not this one.
Can they order an 1/8 yard of paintbrush fabrics online?
Absolutely.
Yep, Debbie.
I think. Well, maybe I
What's
shouldn't
that?
say that.
that
Might be a
quarter?
quarter yard is the smallest.
But if you had more to your order, I mean, then we could. A quarter? Gotcha. Quarter of a yard it is at the min.
Okay, we're all pieced together. One final press.
That sounds like me.
No, not a seam ripper.
Nope, it's not right.
So that suggestion
Looks
of
a
top
little-
and the bottom are
Yeah.
going down
Whatever,
instead
whatever was the.
See,
Are going
I
up and
told
instead of
you
down.
this happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's supposed to be out here.
So just leave it and make a pot holder out of it.
Not helpful.
How about a mug rug? Hey, it's been 13 weeks. That's pretty crazy to
Yeah.
get it right
There.
every week.
Okay, well, don't do what I did just now. But here is why I like Paintbrush Studios. And I'm not gonna sew that again, but
Was that a two?
It was worth coming back just to see that.
We love having you be part of us.
You're one of us now.
I always have been. They have this idea that I'm like this perfect sewer. No, not.
It's that brainwashing session we go through once a month. Why else would we get that idea?
No. There's no brainwashing. This is a great tool for taking out your seams.
Oh, yes.
One of my favorites. I actually do this quite a bit. And if I'd have used the 1.8 seam, that piece would not have come apart like that. But easily fixed. Which brings us to, you show. Well, I fix, you can.
Sewing back
Come
together. Oh,
on.
we did get some items back in stock.
I even laid that out.
That's okay. We distracted you.
We have Tula Pink 5-inch curved easy snip scissors. And that's basically what she was using here, only these are much prettier. They have kind of an iridescent rainbow color to them. We have 6 of them. Make it mine. And do you have an idea, Joan?
Robert knows.
$23.99, I think.
$23.99, make it mine. But they're a nice size, you know, as far as holding in your hand. 5-inch curved easy snips, Tula Pink. And
Those
they really are pretty.
Great for embroidery too.
$26.99.
23. No.
I guess they're $23.99 today.
Ooh.
Okay.
I only have 5 though.
It's a Robert special.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was bound to happen.
We have 6.
Okay, we have 6. Sorry. That's first come, first serve. Because
Yeah.
we do have multiple channels, but looks like we still got some going. Was there a thread of the month?
It
We're
was.
still in the same month, right?
Yep.
Yes.
What was it?
Blossom. Blossom.
So we'll get that thread, Charlotte.
Okay, that's looking better. Much more gooder, as Robert would say.
It's one of my favorite words too.
Gooder? Much more gooder?
Well, you know. Then she corrects me and my less than stellar grammar.
Here's our thread. Blossom is the color.
Color of the month is Blossom. What number is it?
2530.
2530. Blossom color of the month.
I think that's right. Yep.
Double check.
Let's double check. Yep.
Look at all the furry threads there.
I know.
They need to come up with just a razor blade. Just kind of shave on.
There is.
Like
I think there is.
There is.
Is there?
Well, it was bound to happen that I messed up on a block. I'm actually surprised.
Well, I think
It's
you
been
had that
this long.
planned. I think you had it planned
No.
just to show.
I didn't.
It happens to everybody.
Right, guys?
Yes. More than once.
Okay. So now maybe we can do a final press on this block. Much better.
No more ripping.
Oh.
All right. Seams all one direction. Well, that's a steam because I'm I'll pick out a couple of these white threads on this gray like it never happened.
What a good sport.
Hey, it happens to me more often than you would think. This is why I lay them out. And like I have said many times, something happens between here and the sewing machine, that all of that happens. So, happens to us all.
Hold it up. What block is it?
This is block 3A, week 13.
Okay. Nice.
Yep. I like the kind of bluish gray color.
I had a question about the Laura Star iron.
Okay.
Is there a filter, and if so, how often do you have to change it?
There is a filter, and right off the top of my head, I don't know the answer to that, but it is there's a little booklet. So it depends on the iron that you have. In the bigger irons like this one, you can actually see it. So this is the filter, and when it turns completely yellow, then you need a new one. So on the inside of the other,
The lift.
the lift and the other, the lift,
Lift plus. The lift extra.
and its number of hours used. So mine at home is kind of making some weird noises, so I'm thinking it's time.
I have a suggestion
That might work.
for the problem you had tonight. Your block builder base.
Hi, Patty. Yeah, it's chilly
Those
out there.
would work.
Yeah, because you can build it.
Mm-hmm.
You can build it right there by your sewing machine and carry the whole thing wherever you have to go with it. No, but you can pick the pieces up, and
Yeah.
it's right there, and you can visualize it as you go.
Yeah.
So they won't fall off. Of
Yeah.
course, this has plastic on it. And these go for $25.99. So if you're interested in that, that's called the block builder base. And you can use it over and over again. The block will stick on it. You know, you build it on here, and then it won't come off. And it just makes the transition so
We
much
have one
easier.
that's open.
Ah, Susie's got it.
You're finishing. I'm just bringing it to you.
Oh, I'm finishing, and she's just bringing it to me. Lazy little sisters. Oh, whoops.
Their little table running.
You know, she
might
was
just
telling
come up.
everybody you were in prison.
That was she was telling. What was my crime?
There was no crime. It was a total meltdown.
Oh, that's a different kind of prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have better food there. So I'm looking at this.
Hi, Susan.
I haven't actually used one. So
So it goes right there.
you go there,
Mhm.
and you build your block there, and then you put the cover over it so
Nope,
that if
actually-
you want to move it,
We're both messing this up. So your pattern goes there.
oh,
So you can put your pattern there. And then your pieces go there. And then they
oh,
stick.
so you always have your pattern. Okay, well, I was close. Close is better than not at all, don't you think? Anyway, for
Your
something like
therapist would be proud.
I pay him enough to be proud. Okay, so on a project like this, I can see where that would come in very handy to use for each block. And that goes for any kits that you buy here and that you're doing a block at a time. So
Well, especially
that's
if you have
pretty
to get
handy.
up and walk away, you can secure those pieces with that piece of.
exactly,
Film
because
the
my
cat.
comes wherever I'm sewing and just has havoc with
So
everything.
if your
so.
cat steps on it, would they be attached to it?
No. It's not
Tilt
gluey.
the board up.
It's not gluey sticky.
Shake his little paw.
I tried to teach my cat how to use the iPad tonight because she was snatching at it. And so I no. You put your paw up here on the screen and it scrolls down. See? She just didn't catch on. I don't know.
No wine, Mrs. Cranford. This is just our natural state.
This is just us. Okay, so this is the machine.
There was a question on the Laura Star. Do we carry the filters?
We have them on order. Actually, you just ordered them, didn't you, Robert?
Yeah, I think I did. Order
bunch of them?
filters. So.
So, this, I want to say 12 inches needle to Just to give you some specs on the machine, if you're thinking about one. Yep, 12 inches base to needle. So that's a lot of room to get some quilting through here. Lots and lots and lots of patterns.
Cool.
But this display is one of my favorite things, besides the cutter, about this machine. Because I don't know if you can see it, but you actually have the stitch and what your throat plate looks like. Oops, I touched it, so it went to something else. I heard it.
Yeah.
And I can't see. There should be an X up here. Up here. I can't tell.
That's
So it actually shows you what the throat plate is going to look like and what your stitch is going to look like in comparison to the throat plate. Is it down here?
An S. My reading glasses won't help.
Maybe if I just keep touching it.
no, I don't think you should probably do that.
Why did it say format?
Yeah. That's funny.
Maryland.
Delete asterisk dot asterisk /s.
Lots of stitches. What was the price on this? $39.99.
Yep.
Okay.
And it has Wi-Fi.
It has Wi-Fi,
Wi-Fi.
so you can, and it also has the manual built in that you can read right here. You can go to the YouTube videos for this machine. If you're looking for how to do a buttonhole, you go directly to the videos and pull them up on the machine. Now, the video does stop while you're sewing. As Joe said, it was like texting and driving. So, you can do one or the other. You can't watch videos and sew. Or sew and watch videos. So,
I think it has a cool name too. Kokochi?
Kokochi.
Kokochi? Is
I
that
don't
what
know.
that is? Kokuchi?
We'll have to
Kokochi?
get Vicky to tell us how to say it because she used to live in
Kokochi.
Japan for a little while.
I think she was in Tokyo.
I think so.
Oh, don't you think
But-
that's Tokyo Ease?
Very nice machine. Very sleek.
Do we have a giveaway tonight?
We do! Who's gonna model? You're gonna model. Not it.
Talk about being ganged up on. For
No.
heaven's sakes, girls.
Smile.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Look at those eyelashes go. And
T-shirt.
so the T-shirt, and do they have to send a size?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You do need to
whoever
tell us what
wins will
size.
need to send us a size.
And they come in small, medium, and large, or
The-
what? No.
No
Hi, Mary.
smalls.
I think we have
Welcome.
large, extra large, and 2X.
Okay.
And
They
Large?
do shrink a little bit,
Not a lot though.
not a lot, and you should throw a color catcher or Carbona. Is the other one?
Yeah.
Or any dye that comes off. It does a little bit.
Well, don't wash it with white.
Well, yeah, but you've got white hair. So
I'm
I
kind
say
of
you don't-
thinking that you might have tossed us in with your...
No, I
Okay.
put a color catcher in with it just to be on
Yeah.
the safe side with other things, with,
all that white.
darks or
Well, and you have all the white
Yeah.
back here too, unless you want it to be.
Hi,
white.
Miranda.
unless Steve decides to do
I
laundry.
didn't notice this. Robert has
Wow.
stick legs.
What?
He does.
He's got stick legs. He's a
I never
stick
noticed
man.
that either.
Just
Chloe made
Let us see,
That's
pull your
because-
pant leg up.
That's because we
Pull
were
your pant leg
focusing
up.
on the mouth.
Yeah, that's. He'd been eating chocolate.
Oh boy.
The
Do we have a-
doohickey.
Chloe, random generator. Beth Manley, the
Beth!
lucky recipient of a shirt tonight.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. They're very comfortable and soft. I have this one and a blue one.
We tried to get some nice fabrics so that
Yeah.
people's sensitive skin and stuff. So, Beth, congratulations. Please send us your size. And if we need to ship it, or if you're in our area,
He's got stick arms too.
He does. Oh
Robert
no,
apparently
but
has stick
you're the only
arms
one that
and
had
stick legs
normal
tonight.
arms.
So
The rest of us have stick arms too. I
Aw.
thought you guys proofed these.
The viewers did.
The viewers did. They put.
It's not on me.
Oh.
Yeah, and we each have glasses, and Robert's got the whole bottle.
Great. A stick wino wandering around on a shirt somewhere.
There should be
It's
chips
fun.
there somewhere,
Yeah.
though, or something. To
Not
eat.
JoJo.
Chocolate. Yes.
Debbie said to tell you that there's a cat game out there for.
Is there?
Yep.
For cats?
Cat game app for
A cat
your
game
tablet.
It's
Okay.
little fish that swim across the screen.
Oh, well.
I've tried it out with my cats.
Does
so
it work?
I know. Yeah.
I know my cat sits and watches TV if there are birds or fish or
Oh,
something like
she
that
would
on.
love it then.
Yeah. So, but thank you.
Well, we're up against time tonight,
Yep.
and Marilyn's back in action. So hopefully we brighten your day just a little bit.
Work release program.
Yep,
And you
she's on
always
work
brighten
release.
our days on a work release. True. True. She's got an ankle monitor.
She's on house arrest.
It'll be off before long. We have great scissors here.
House arrest cheers.
Box openers.
Box openers.
There you go.
Well, we hope you enjoy your week. Hopefully it will warm up, and hopefully if you don't have power, you get your power back
Soon. Yes.
soon.
Stay warm.
Stay safe.
And how do we send off the show, ladies?
Make it so. Or something like that.
Make it so. Make it mine.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Good night.
Everybody, enjoy your week.